Okay, rebuilding a Penn Senator 4-aught, or the 113 high speed they call it. You got our main components here. We're replacing the bridge today. This was our problem here. Bridge is totally locked up, which is the reason you couldn't turn the handle on the spool and make it roll. So here's our new part, new bridge, same basic part, just different metal makeup, but same purpose. These are the Chinese reels. Have a little black end cap on them. They're different from the original American reels. Alright, so first off, get the main gears with the drag setup back on. Spins nicely. It's already been pre-greased. Did that prior to the video. Just like to get everything nice. Get it all on there good. Next, placing it into the housing. So you're going to want to lay the housing up, hold it onto this part, otherwise all your washers from inside, the main gear where it starts to drag, will come apart. So you have to hold it together and kind of roll it up. At the same time, sliding all of these parts in together so that it fits together like this. You can see it sticking out the other side of the bridge there. So now you have it like that. Lay it over to the side till you hear click. Springs push the pinion gear back up out. Now everything is locked in and nothing can fall apart on you for the moment unless you were to roll it upside down 180 degrees from the way I'm holding it now. So what you want to do, now that you have that, push the pinion in and just hold it there with your thumb. Next, you have 4 screws that are on the outside of the housing that go in here, these 4 right here. You want to put those 4 screws in there. They all have their own spot. This one that has all the thread on it goes in to the bottom hole on the rail closest to the bottom, like I said, the closest to the bottom side of the rail. Now to do that, you put that in there. Next part slides in just like this. So it's laying in there like that. And then the spring that runs the lever sits like that. That's your spring there. And that's the part we just put in. That's the head, the other side of the head of the screw that we put in there. So now they have this. Now you can roll this around and get it up over the top of that screw that you just put in. You hear it click. There it is. Everything's in place. Now, while still holding this, roll it over and tighten up this screw. Now everything is there. It should be functional. So, next, the other screw goes in here. Remove all the threads again. Then you have 2 that look like this, with just threads on the very tip. Put those 2 in the top. Same deal. Over on this side. Tighten these down. All tight. Everything here. Everything works. Open and close the bail. You can see the pinion fall back in and come back out. Everything's in working order as of this far. Spool spins, the main gear spins, pinion spins, everything's good. It locks. Everything seems to be up to par as of this far. Now, from here, put the ring back on. Like that. Now with these, I always like to clean them up. A little bit of mineral spirits, just a little tiny bit is all you need. It goes a long way. Just clean up the faceplate and the grease from your fingers running around on it. There, nice and clean now. So next, bring in the rest of the reel here. So, set this on here, goes together just like that inside of the pinion gear. You'll hear it click, roll it up top so you have the slot for the lug, then you know you're square on a reel, everything is correct. These are going to be all the next parts you're going to need for this reel. So, slide the lug in, like so. Alright, like I said, slide the lug in like so. Alright, sometimes they're a little difficult. Okay, so there's that. You put it on the reel, like I said, into the pinion. You hear it click again like before. Now it's ready to start screwing together. And one more underneath the eccentric lever. Alright, there's that. You always make sure they're good and snug down with just a little heavier screwdriver. Okay. Everything seems to still be working. Spool still turns with the bridge there. Okay, so from there, slides over the top of the bridge, like so, sits down inside, almost flush with the outside of the casing. Next, the dimpled washer. They're supposed to be dimpled like that, and that's when you tighten them down, they flatten out and they create more contact. So you put that on next, sits on top. Next on the bridge. Then, star drag. Goes on like so. Alright. Now that that's on there. Next is the handle. Sits on there just like so. This locks the handle on and holds everything together that's on the bridge assembly there. Put that on next. Tighten that down just a touch so everything's together like so. Next is the cap. You just need to line it up so that it lines up in the hole for a little set screw that goes in there, which is this guy here. Sits in here just like that, and then tighten it down. there's that. Alright. Everything still works. Tighten and drag down. Let's check the reel. Everything seems to work. Try and stop the spool. Drag seems to be working. Everything's good to go. Back the drag off. Double check it one more time. And it turns all by itself, free of the spool. Everything's good. And that's how you rebuild Penn Senator Red 4-aught, or the 113H2 they call them.